And hello again, everybody, from the William Channel and the William Live Show. Program 3. We now do 4 programs in February where we do one episode. This is called Pick a Song. We still want to do Pick a Song for you. And what we do is we go through the globe, yeah. We go through all the years. We're going back to 1900 now to let you pick a song. Go on then. You begin. We'll not go for the obvious. Let's go for Dan Quinn. When Reuben Comes to Town. Yes, in the yearly chart for that year, 1900, it hit number 23. And the other song chosen is Steve Porter, A Little Brown Jug, and he hit number 27. So Dan Quinn wins that one. And we move on to 1901. In 1901, we got Carl Stewart. Jim Lawson's got a horse trade. He's with Deacon Witherspoon doing a horse trade. Of course, selling horses in those days. Everybody needed a one. Well, how about doing a Carl Stewart double? Carl Stewart, Uncle Josh. He's got a Huskin bee dance. Oh, I bet he got that dancing in front of the beehives. Oops, there's another one stung him. Yes. So who won that one? Well, it was Carl Stewart, naturally, but he won it with Uncle Josh's Huskin Bee Dance, number 8, and his other one was number 9. As we dash off to 1902, we're going for the years each day. In 1902, let's have a good old threesome. I could go 4. Will I go 4? Will I? Yeah, go on, I'll go 4. That's not him, I can't go 5. Will I go 4? Right, the artist is J.W. Myers. The Mission of Aching Hearts. Do you want that one? It's called Pick a Song. Or do you want J.W. Myers in the good old summertime? Or do you want J.W. Myers way down in old Indiana? This is 1902. Or do you want the 4th one from J.W. Myers, On a Sunny Afternoon? Now you've got to get the one that is best, is top. Not actually top of the chart. It doesn't have to be number 1, but the one that's the number, the best number. Okay, J.W. Myers. He's got 1 at 24. That's the mansion. He's got Way Down in Old Indiana, 14. He's got 13 on a Sunday afternoon. But the winner is number 12, J.W. Myers, in the good old summertime in 1902. I understand it was a good summer. 1903. We'll give you a Bob. How about a Bob Roberts double? How about a Bob Roberts? We don't hear much of Bob. A Bob Roberts double? Go on then. Bob's going for Hurry. Or Hooray. Sorry, that's Hooray. Bob Roberts Hooray for Baffin's Bay, 1903. And Bob Roberts' other one is By the Sycamore Tree. It's Baffin's Bay, naturally. Well, Baffin's Bay wins that one. Bob Roberts by Sycamore, 15, and his other one, Hooray, for Baffin's Bay, 14. 1904. I don't like to give too many because it makes them long. They say some artists we might be able to do 10. No, we don't want it. We'll try and pit them more against other artists. How about Carl Stewart? Evening Time at the Pumpkin Centre. Is that the one you want? Or do you want the Peerless Quartet? Sweet Adeline, you're the flower of my heart. Well, Carl Stewart reached 18 with his song there, and the Peerless Quartet number 11, so they win with Sweet Adeline, flower of my heart. 1904, 1905, pushing on, because we have to push on. Ooh, I could do you Billy Murray five timer. No, I want to do that. Let's do one for the ladies then. How about Corinne Morgan with Deary? You can have that one. Or you can have Winnie Melville with the Pipes of Pan. Right, Winnie Melville reached number 12 with the Pipes of Pan. Corinne Morgan is the winner. She reached number 11 with Deary, 1905. 1906. Yes. Let's do a one for Billy Murray. How about Billy Murray? The Grand Old Rag. Yes. And how about Billy Murray? Cheyenne, I think it says. Cheyenne. Pronounced as Cheyenne. I better explain it to Cheyenne. Cheyenne is an Indian tribe, and Cheyenne is when little Anne's sitting in a corner, she gun shy. Anyway, you can have either one of the two. Billy Murray, Cheyenne, or you can have Billy Murray with College Life. Now, which one do you want? The winner is Billy Murray with College Life. He reached 23, and Cheyenne reached 25. And that was in 1906. 1907. Give him another Billy Murray. Billy Murray, he goes to church on Sunday, but he forgot his prayer book. So he says to the driver, he says, take me round again. Well, I didn't bring you back here again? Yes. Take me right round and end up in the streets of New York. Right? The streets of New York reached 38. Take me round again reached 31. But his winner was, he goes to church on Sunday, reached 29. 1907. 1908. Let's do it. Ada Jones and Billy Murray. Ada Jones and Billy Murray have got plenty. Ada Jones and Billy Murray do a 10-timer. No, we'll not go that far. It'll stretch it too much. Okay, Ada Jones and Billy Murray. Right. Ada Jones says to Billy Murray, wouldn't you like to have me for a sweetheart? And he says, when? We are MARRIED. I hope he can walk it out. He says when, because we are RIED, married. Okay, get the story. Ada Jones wants Billy Murray for a sweetheart. But he says when we are married, double marriage, I think. So Ada Jones, well, never mind, she says, just cuddle up a little bit closer. Right, would you like me for sweetheart, number 16? Number 14, when we are married. And number 12, cuddle up a little bit closer. Ada Jones and Billy Murray, 1908. Let's do a Henry Bow. Bow. Henry Bow says, I wonder who's kissing her now. I kissed her last night, he said. But I wonder who's kissing her now. And he also says, to the end of the world with you. Seems to have fallen out. And he says, well, I'll see you again. Honey on our honeymoon. So which one do you want? Pick a song. Henry Burr, Honey on a Honeymoon, 19. Henry Burr, To the End of the World with You, number 7. Henry Burr, I Wonder Who's Kissing Her Now, number 4. So that's the winner. And we finished that decade. We move on to the decade of the 1910s. I like playing a little game. Let's have a one for the ladies. There's not. Let's do a 3-timer with the ladies. Let's do a 4-timer with the lady. No, that one's quite obvious. How about Lucy Isabel Marsh, My Hero, 1910. How about Geraldine Farrar? These orders not too big, not too heard of. Old Kentucky Home. And how about Frances Alder, Ave Maria? Or how about Nora Beers? Has anybody here seen Kelly? Well, it's not Lucy Isabel. She reached 29. And it's not Geraldine Farrar. She reached 22. And it's not Frances Alder. She reached 18. The winner is Nora Beers. She reached number 5. But has anybody here seen Kelly? 9/11. 1911, that is. Let's do an Arthur Collins and Byron G. Harlan. Yes, they're at it with a 3-timer. Are we going to go for Arthur Collins and Byron G. Harlan? Put your arms around me, honey. Arthur Collins and Byron G. Harlan, Alexander's Ragtime Band. This is 1911. And Arthur Collins and Byron G. Harlan, Under the Yum Yum Tree. Now, which one is it to be? Yum Yum Tree reached number 16. Put Your Arms Around Me, Honey, 10. But the winner was Alexander's Ragtime Band. Arthur Collins, Byron G. Harlan, number 2 of that year. 1912. We move on. How about a foreigner? Come on, pronounce his names. How about a 4-timer foreigner? I've never seen a 4-timer foreigner before. How about Enrico Caruso? He was a big hit in those days, you know. Also the 1900s, 1910s. Enrico Caruso. He says, I can't sing at the moment. I'm Italiano. I lost the chord. The lost chord for Enrico. He said, I'm sitting here having dreams of long ago. And he said, I want to sing a one in my language, Neapolitan song. or can't he pay me? And he said, no, we can't. So he said, I'll sing you another one then. Enrico Caruso, Love Is Mine. So who wins? Lost Chord got to 24. Dreams of Long Ago got to 20. Can't He Pay Me, which is a Neapolitan song, got to 15. But Enrico Caruso won it with Love Is Mine, number 4 in 1912. Let's have a few quartets. Now, some quartets were quite big in those days. Let's have a few quartets. Let's have the Peerless Quartet, which were quite popular. They're going to do The Ghost of the Violin. And how about the Hayden Quartet? They had a lot of hits. In the Evening by the Moonlight, Dear Louise. Yes. And how about the American Quartet? That Old Girl of Mine. Well, who wins it? Hayden Quartet got 24. Peerless Quartet got 21. But American Quartet with That Old Girl of Mine got 17. That's the winner. (1914). 1914. Let's do some that are not too well known. Some lesser artists. What about the Victor Military Band? Gonna sing the Memphis Blues for you. What about Harrison Latimer? Are we downhearted? Question mark. Answer, no. And how about Joe Hayman? He said, I've got Cohen on the telephone. Yeah. I'm calling in the handle and winding it up. I've got Cohen on the telephone. Will you come and answer it? Well, so what happens? Victor Military Band says, we're on the march, we can't answer it. Memphis Blues. Harrison Latimer, are you downhearted? He says, no, I've got Cohen on the telephone, he says. Harrison Latimer, 13. Military Band, 15. But Joe Hayman, number 11, Cohen on the telephone. That's Cohen, I think. 1915. Yes, that last one was the winner. 1915. How about James F. Harrison? Never heard of him? James F. Harrison and James Reed. There's a long, long trail. 1915 now. James F. Harrison and James Reed. My Little Dream Girl. And James F. Harrison on his own. You better keep the home fires burning, 'cause your mama's getting cold. So which is the winner? Well, it's not My Little Dream Girl. That reached 13. Your mama's going to have to get a little bit cold because she only reached number 9. James F. Harrison, James Reed. There's a long, long trail at number 6. That's a winner. 1915. Let's do it. Al Jolson. Oh, come on. Let's do an Al Jolson. Is it Al Jolson? You're a dangerous girl. You've got a gun in your bag. Or is it Al Jolson? Down where the Swanee River flows. Is it 1916? She says, "Oh, is it Al Jolson? I sent my wife to the Thousand Isles, and she hasn't come back yet. She met another man." Well, it's not Al Jolson down by Swanee River, reached 17. And it's not the Only Dangerous Girl, reached 12. It's I Sent My Wife to Thousand Isles, Al Jolson 3. That's the winner. So we move on to 1917. Now let's have a few. Let's just have an easy one. Let's have John McCormack, because he was popular around there. Let's have John McCormack. He's going to sing for you, Send Me Away with a Smile, 1917. He's also going to sing for you, The Star Spangled Banner. So which one wins? It's Send Me Away with a Smile. The Star Spangled Banner 10. Send Me Away 9. So that's the winner. 1918. Let's mix them up a bit. Let's have don't have a foreign name. Well, let's have, he's not that well known. Let's have Arthur Fields. Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. And he's up against Irving Kaufman. And he says, "Hail, hail, the gang's all here." And put Al Bernard in as well. Al Bernard. St. Louis Blues. Or St. Louis Blues. In 1918. Who wins it? It's not Al Bernard. It's not Irving Kaufman. It's Arthur Fields. Reached number 4. Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Doesn't matter about the other two numbers. There were numbers 19 and any number you like, 13. So we finished this decade of the 10s with 1990 with Burr and Campbell. There's a fair bit Burr and Campbell and a bit Burr. Let's go for... That was too obvious. Let's go for Henry Burr. A baby's prayer will soon be answered. Henry Burr again, beautiful Ohio. Some doesn't like it, especially the carpetbagger. I got stuck up there. And Henry Burr. Oh, what a pal was Mary. That's the winner, because Henry Burr's other one's Baby Prayer got to 23. Henry Burr's Beautiful Ohio 14. But Henry Burr, with his Oh, what a pal was Mary, number 11. We're into the 1920s now. What's that man? Arctic Man. Well, there be an Arctic Man 4, but he's not that popular, man. He's not one of the real popular stars. How about Arctic Man? Avalon. How about Arctic Man? Hold Me. How about Arctic Man? The Love Nest. And how about Arctic Man? Tell Me Little Gypsy. Well, Art Hickman was 25, 16, number 12, but Hold Me at number 11. That's the winner. So we move to 21. If you do them all by the same artist, you make a mix up. It's supposed to be a battle of the bands here. Let's take different artists. Let's do a threesome on different artists. It doesn't matter. Let's do Isham Jones, 1921. Wabash Blues. Let's do Marion Harris. I'm a Jazz Vampire. 1921, that's what you need to be. And how about Fanny Bryce? Fanny Bryce. Second-hand Rose. So what do you think? Marion Harris, Jazz Vampire, number 17. Isham Jones, Wabash Blues, 14. But Fanny Bryce, number 5, with Second-hand Rose. And we move on to 22. 22, we're not finished yet. Paul Whiteman's big. I could do you 6 Paul Whiteman. I'm not going to do that many. How about one for the ladies? Not Fanny Bryce again, surely. How about one for the ladies? Nora Beers. All over nothing at all. Marion Harris. I'm just wild about Harry. And where's our other lady? It got lost. It probably just a little bit farther down there. There's a page popped up. Mammy Smith. How about Mammy Smith? Lonesome Mama Blues. Well, I can tell you it's not Mammy Smith, and it's not Nora Beers. It's Marion Harris, number 19. I'm just wild about Harry. That's the winner. 1923. Doesn't matter about the other positions. Right, how about some funny names? How about Jelly Roll Morton? That's Jelly Roll Morton. Doing the Kansas City Stomp. And he just keeps on stomping his feet all day. How about Fiddlin' John Carson? Little old log cabin in the lane. I've been fiddling and fiddling all day. And how about Carl Fenton? Love sends a little gift of roses. Right? Well, it's not Jelly Roll Morton. It's not Jelly Roll Morton. And it's not Carl Fenton. It's Fiddlin' John Carson, reached number 7, with Little Old Log Cabin in the Lane. 23. Moved on to 24. 19, of course. How about one for your uncle? Uncle Dave Macon. Keep my skillet good and greasy. There was a band called Skillet. Well, not too long ago, 2010s. I think they might be still around. Uncle Dave Macon, keep my skillet good and greasy. Is it Fiddlin' John Carson? Fare you well, old Joe Clark. Or is it Arthur Gibbs and his gang? Doing Charleston. Doing Charleston. Uncle Dave McCorn, keep my skillet good and greasy. Not that one. No. And it's not the other one. Fiddlin' John Carson. The answer is number 4 in the chart. Arthur Gibbs and his gang with Charleston. Shall we move on to 1925? Let's have a little bit of Paul Whiteman, because he's a wide man. He's a wide man as well. Hey, Paul, what do you do when you're all alone? He says, what do you think I do? He says, I do the Charleston. Do you really? Oh, well, the Charleston, he's got a good position. Reached number 16 for Paul Whiteman. But All Alone reached number 13. And that's the winner for Paul Whiteman. How about Al Jolson? 1926. How many can I... Hello? 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 Hello there? Is that you answering there? Hello? Hello? Hello there? Hello there? Hello again, everybody. Sorry, I get held up as well. I'm still in the studio. But of course, I was doing a contest, but of course, I got drawn away. I had a phone call and also at the door, so I didn't know they were going to phone it. It's a surprise. So yeah, so we've sorted that out now. So we can get back to the year 1926 now. I don't know how it's gone. Ooh, can I remember? Yes, I was doing an Al Jolson for you. Just let's have a simple one for this one because we've run time on this one. Al Jolson, just a twosome. Which one would you like? When the red robin he comes bobbing along. 1926. Oh, I'm sitting on top of the world. Al Jolson. Well, his red robin reached number 5, and his other one reached number 4. So he's sitting on top of the world. Al Jolson, 1926. And that one was the winner. Sitting on top of the world, right? Long time since we reached 1927. Um, I've got 1927 up on the board. I've got. How about going for a Ben Benny double? Go on, go for Ben Benny. I can mix these double if you want. Okay, I'll go for and make it a treble. I'll go for Ben Benny with Blue Skies and Ben Bernie as it is. No, we'll not. We'll not. No, we messed it up. We messed it up. It's Ben Selvin that has the Blue Skies. And Ben Bernie has the ANC Suite. And I decided to just go for those two. And it's actually Ben Bernie that wins it with ANC Suite. Ben Selvin 14 and Ben Bernie 13. Got mixed up with our Bens there. But all turned out well. 1928. Yes, 1928, and there's a few that was interesting. Don't go for the most obvious ones. Go for some of the lesser artists. How about Mississippi John Hurt? Because there was a John Hurt, quite recently. Aye, yes, I was interested in this one because I seen it doing the early version of Stagger Lee. Met my Lloyd Price. 1959. This is 1928. Mississippi John Hurt. He's doing Stagger Lee. And it reached number 24. The other one I was going to give you was this was also a hit, 1959. This version is 1928. Bertolt Brecht, I think that's how he pronounces his name, and he's doing Mac the Knife. So that's Stagger Lee against Mac the Knife. Stagger Lee, that one reached 24, and Mac the Knife number 11, so that's the winner. So that was on song for two old songs obviously done in later days, but this is the early version. 1929. I'm going to do another one for the ladies. Should cross the ladies into the men sometime. Bessie Smith, nobody knows you when you're down and out. Nobody wants to know you when you're down and out. Everybody wants to know you, but perhaps are just scared to ask. I often see a person sitting, is collecting a bit change or something. Everybody wants to know you, but they're probably scared to ask. Bessie Smith. And up against another lady, Ethel Waters. Am I blue? Yes, you're in blue riding, yes. But the background's white, yes. Bessie Smith, nobody knows. 18. Ethel Waters, number 3, with Am I Blue. Finishes the 20s, move into the 30s. Must take more refreshment, to say. Must take more water. In the 1930s, Fred Astaire is dancing. Fred Astaire, Putting on the Ridge. And you forget that Louis Armstrong is around in the 1930s. Memories of You. And another one you forget that Duke Ellington is now around, in the 1930s. Ring Them Bells. Oh, and still lots of others that we know. But just on those 3, Fred Astaire, Putting on the Ridge, number 33. Louis Armstrong, number 32, with Memories of You. But Duke Ellington, number 30, with Ring Them Bells. That's the winner for 1930. (1931). Bing's around, and he's very popular here. I could do you a Bing 5, I do you Bing 4. Let's have a Bing 4. Bing Crosby, Just a Gigolo. It reached 21. Bing Crosby, At Your Command. It reached number 10. Bing Crosby, Out of Nowhere. Reached number 4. And Bing Crosby, Just One More Chance. It reached number 9. So Bing Crosby, Out of Nowhere, number 4, is the winner. (1932). Go on then. I was going to say let's have girls against men, but I can't say many girls. Wait a minute. No. You'll do that one on another one. We've got let's go with some of the quite established performers later on. Such, well, we'll leave Bing out because he's just been on. Such as Duke Ellington. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. 1932. It reached number 6. Louis Armstrong, All of Me. It reached number 4. Did Louis. And that's winner. 1933. (1933). Yes, I'm going to go for... No, that just changed one. Well, I'm going to go for the BBC Dance Orchestra, The Wedding of Mr. Mickey Mouse. It reached number 20. I'm going to go for Ted Lewis and his orchestra with Lazy Bones. And I'm going to give you another Ted Lewis and his orchestra. Gold Digger Song, Where in the Money. It wasn't the BBC Dance Orchestra. So the battle between Ted. Gold Digger Song at number 15 and Lazy Bones at number 14. So that's the winner. On this next one, I'm going to give you a Guy Lombardo double. A Guy Lombardo Winter Wonderland and Guy Lombardo Stars Fell on Alabama. Alabama, that is. 1934. Well, that one reached number 12. And Winter Wonderland reached number 7. So that's the winner, Winter Wonderland. 1935. I'm just going to give you a one. I'm just going to give you one. It's not like one of the main populars, but he was quite well known as well. Fats Waller, Trucking is a number 15. And the Dorsey Brothers, Lullaby of Broadway, at number 11. And which one is it? How about On the Good Ship Lollipop with Shirley Temple? Now there's 3 for you. Now which one? It was Shirley Temple at number 4 on the Good Ship Lollipop. 36. Tommy Dorsey was popular. Tommy Dorsey. I'll give you Tommy Dorsey alone. I'll give you Tommy Dorsey, The Music Goes Round and Round. And I'll give you Tommy Dorsey, I'm Getting Sentimental Over You, 1936. Well, his positions were 20, 11, and his song alone reached number 10. So that's the winner. 1937. Could give you a Guy Lombardo trouble, but I've already given you a double. The better artists are coming, so let's go a little bit down. What about Tommy Dorsey? I just did him. What about Bing Crosby and Jimmy Dorsey? Too marvelous for words. And what about Tommy Dorsey? Once in a while. Well, Bing and Jimmy reached 21, and Tommy Dorsey reached number 15 with his, so that's a winner. 1938. It goes right down, you know. I haven't been right down to 100 recently. I've got, I'm just walking like on a half board. I've got Artie Shaw, Any Old Time, 1938 was popular, but he only reached 37 with that one. I've got the Boswell Sisters I was looking at, Alexander's Ragtime Band, and they reached 19. So I'll have to declare that one a winner. And last of the 30s decade, yeah, what are we going to do? We're going to try and do you some gals. Do you some gals. How about... How about Martha Tilton? And the Angels Sing. She reached number 10. And how about Billie Holiday with Strange Fruit? She reached number 4. So she won that one, Billie Holiday. All right, I don't like to go much farther than 3, you know. On this one, I could give you 10 Glenn Millers, but I'm not going to. Go on, and I'll give you a Glenn Miller go. Is it Glenn Miller? Whispering Grass? That's not, sorry, that's not Glenn Miller. Is it Glenn Miller, When You Wish Upon a Star? Is it Glenn Miller, Blueberry Hill? Or is it Glenn Miller, With Imagination? It's not Imagination. It's not Blueberry Hill. It's Glenn Miller, number 6, When You Wish Upon a Star. 1940s now, 1941. I'll give you 3. Just give them 3. The Andrews Sisters, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. Jimmy Dorsey, My Sister and I. And Hal Kemp, So You're the One. Not Hal Kemp, not Jimmy Dorsey. It's the Andrews Sisters, I'm afraid, with Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, reached number 10. Yeah, 1941. 1942. Going to try and go right down. Oops, say if you go right down, you'll go off the board. We'll have to slow it as you come. He's not that popular, but I mean, as a guy right away down, Bert Ambrose and his orchestra. Do you want There'll Be Bluebirds Over the White Cliffs of Dover? Do you want That Lovely Weekend, Bert Ambrose and his orchestra? Or do you want Rose O'Day? That's a Fela de Gusher song. Well, it's not that one, and it's not his Bluebirds. It's That Lovely Weekend, which reached 91, and his others won 94 and 93. Let's get back over the top. I walk better then. About Midland, because you don't want to be the top artist. 1943. Got Dick James, In My Arms. Gonna pit him up against Ella Mae Moose or Moss. Shoo Shoo Baby. Yes. And it's not Ella. So it's Dick Haymays who wins it. He only reached 39 now within my arms. I was going to give you another one, I didn't, but I'll give you the two. Dick Haymays won that one. 1944. I'll give you a steady three. Let's try and keep it at three. Let's go for Judy Garland, the Trolley Song. 1944 we're dealing with. Let's have Ella Fitzgerald. Into each life some rain must fall. And she's with the Ink Spots, I can tell you. Ella Fitzgerald and the Ink Spots, I'm making believe. So which one is it? It's not Judy Garland, it's not making believe. It's Ella Fitzgerald and the Ink Spots. Into each life some rain must fall. I'm on 1945. I've got Woody Herman. Laura. I'm going to pit him up against Dorothy Squires, the Gypsy. And Carmine Cavallaro, if that's the way you want to pronounce it. Till the end of time. It's not that one. And it's not Dorothy Squires. It's Woody Herman with Laura. Reached number 28. The others were below that. 1946. Which is best? That's what you're trying to find out. Which is best? Do you want Perry Como? Surrender? Or you can have Perry Como's You Say It's Wonderful. Or you can have Dinah Shaw with a Gypsy. It's not Dinah. It's Perry Como. But with which one? It's not Surrender. It's They Say It's Wonderful. Reach number 20. Oh, I'm on 1947 now. I hesitated a bit. I thought we wonder. It's been hesitated just as I'm looking through the list. Which one do I choose? I don't know. I didn't choose anyone. How about one for the ladies? How about the Andrews Sisters and Danny Kaye? Oh, that'll be a mixture. Civilization, bongo, bongo, bongo. How about Peggy Lee, Golden Earrings? Yes. It's not bongo, bongo. It's Peggy Lee. I'm going to go for Golden Earrings. Just what really I got my eye on, 1948. Let's go for Ella Fitzgerald. My Happiness. And let's go with the Andrews Sisters. Near You. And let's go for Margaret Whiting. A Tree in the Meadow. And that's the one it is, because the others are all below. That's the one at number 10, Margaret Whiting. A Tree in the Meadow. Now, we're finishing the 40s, end of the decade. We got some quite well-known names, you know. How about Hank Williams? I'm so lonesome I could cry, he says. He says, look who they've stuck me up against. Burl Ives. Lavender Blue. Ah, well, he says that's all right as long as I win. So Hank Williams won that one. The positions were 21 Burl and 16 Hank Williams. With more and more artists that you might know coming up, I'll just try and stick to three, you know. How about 1950? Do you want the Mills Brothers, Daddy's Little Girl? Do you want Dinah Shore, Dear Hearts and Gentle People? Or do you want the Ames Brothers with Rag 'em Up? It's not the Mills Brothers. It's not Dinah Shore. It's the Ames Brothers with Rag 'em Up. 1950, reached number 8. 1951, I just keep giving you three because more than that's too many, and less than that's not sounding too good. How about Tony Bennett? He says, I've got a cold, cold heart in 1951 because I'm at number 9, and he's got another one at number 7, Because of You, Tony Bennett. Yes. And that's going to have to be the winner. I was going to announce another artist, but I'm giving them away now. So, Tony Bennett, I'll say, Because of You. Yes, reach number 7, 51. And 52, I'll try and stick with a threesome for you if I can. Need to go a bit farther down with a bit tighter, you know. You got Eddie Fisher. How about an Eddie Fisher 3? Is it Eddie Fisher Outside of Heaven? Is it Eddie Fisher Wish You Were Here? Or is it Eddie Fisher Anytime? Which one? Eddie Fisher 23, Eddie Fisher 18, Eddie Fisher 17. Wish You Were Here at 17, that's the one. Um, 1953, we're coming on towards rock and roll. I would like to give you a Perry Como. No Other Love. I would like to give you a K-Star, Side by Side. But I would also like to give you a Frankie Lane, Answer Me, Lord Above. Right, that is the winner. And one's at 17, others are lower than that. So 17, Frankie Lane, Answer Me, Lord Above. 53. I'm moving to 1954 now. How about a Rosemary? Clooney, that is. Double. I'll see if I can get a treble for you. But I'm trying to stretch it. Well, how about Rosemary and somebody else? How about Rosemary and... Oh, where's Elvis? How about Elvis? That's all right. That's bound to win, isn't it? Is it? No, he's only a 27. He ain't got much chance. How about Rosemary Clooney, Mambo Italiano? And how about Rosemary Clooney, This Old House? And there's the other one I was going to give you. Rosemary Clooney, Here There. So it's not Mambo Italiano, This Old House. It's Rosemary Clooney, Here There at number 5. That's the highest, you see, so that's the winner. $19.55. I've got Bill Haley and his Comets. Bound to be high. Bound to be. It's up to you, that. Mambo Rock. I've got Johnny Cash with the Folsom Prison Blues. I've got Bo Diddley singing Bo Diddley. And who wins? Well, it's Bo Diddley singing Bo Diddley. The other numbers are 43, Bill Haley and his Comets. Johnny Cash, 38, but at 35, Bo Diddley singing Bo Diddley in 1955. That's a winner. 1956, give you a bit of rock and roll. Must be some around by now. Could I give you an Elvis? But how many could I give you an Elvis? Remember early days. Let's give you a bit of Chuck Berry. Let's give you it this way. Let's give you a Chuck Berry. Yes, let's give you a Chuck Berry. Roll over Beethoven. And I can tell you it's the number 28. Let's give you a Bill Haley and his Comets. See you later, alligator. And he's at 25. And let's give you an Elvis. Easy one for you, this. Yes. And he's at number 9 with Love Me Tender. So Elvis wins that one. 1957. I've got Andy Williams, Butterfly. 1957. I've got Harry Belafonte with Island in the Sun. And Chuck Berry with School Day. Ring, ring goes the bell, yes. Somebody done it on the animatronics, a master streamers. And there we go. But it's not Chuck Berry. And it's not Harry Belafonte. It's Andy Williams at 24 with Butterfly. That's a winner for 57. 58. The 3 selections are: do you want Everly Brothers, Bird Dog? Do you want Chuck Berry, Johnny B. Good? Or do you want Perry Como, Catch a Falling Star? Well, it's not Perry Como, and it's not Chuck Berry. So it must be Everly Brothers number 7 with Bird Dog. 58. 59. I'm going to give you 3. How about Guy Mitchell? Heartaches by the Number. How about Marty Robbins with El Paso? And how about Santa and Johnny with Sleepwalk? Right. Well, that one on reach 29, Sleepwalk. I've got Marty Robbins at 28, so the winner must be at 26. Guy Mitchell, Heartaches by the Number. 1959. As we move into the 1960s, now you know you've been trying to get the top one. What I give you now is you've got to get the bottom one. As we go into the 60s, remember, the rule is slightly changed. You now have to get the bottom one. Because there's plenty to choose from. Can't go down to 100, but won't go that far down. Get the bottom one. We begin with Brenda Lee, Sweet Nothings. And just to give you an example, that was at number 52. Is it Connie Francis with Mama? Or is it Connie Francis with Jealous of You? It's not Mama. It's Connie Francis, Jealous of You with 58. I'm just trying to see how it works out, but obviously if I read down, you'll think, well, I'm reading down, so that one will be. Just a try there. Give me another trial shortly. Now in 61, do you want Ricky Martin, Traveling Man? Yes. Or do you want Patsy Cline, Crazy? Or do you want Jimmy Dean, Big Bad John? That's the winner, Jimmy Dean, Big Bad John, number 14. The other two were below that. 1962. (1962's 3). How about Frank Ifield, I Remember You? Gene Pitney, A Town Without Pity? Or Frank Ifield with Lovesick Blues? Now remember your back. Go on, you're at the bottom. Go on, I'm still at the bottom. On the next one, you'll be back at the top. It's not I Remember You, that's 37. It's not Brenda Lee, All Alone Am I, 28. It's Lovesick Blues, Frank Ifield, 40. That's the winner on that one. Okay, on 1963 now, we're going to go back to the top again. Just had a trial there of going to the bottom. Okay, at the top now. It's at the top. The highest number. It's the highest number for you. Do you want Ray Charles, Busted? Do you want Petula Clark, Chariot? I Will Follow Him. Or do you want Bob Dylan, Blowing in the Wind? It's Bob Dylan, I'm afraid. He reached 43. The other two were below that. Uh, 1964. Let's go with the Beatles. Do you want the Beatles? Twist and Shout? Can't Buy Me Love? Or the Beatles, Please Please Me? Please Please Me, number 18. Twist and Shout, number 14. But it's the Beatles, Can't Buy Me Love at number 8. And that's the winner. Do you want Roger Miller, King of the Road, in 65? Barry Maguire, The Eve of Destruction, 65. Or do you want the McCoys? Hang on, Sloopy. It's not the McCoys. It's not Roger Miller, King of the Road. So it must be Barry Maguire, Eve of Destruction, at number 19. That was the winner for 65, because it was the highest. We're going for the highest now. Highest now, remember. I'm going to write down a list to spot my few. I'm going to number 58, Lou Christie, Lightning Strikes. I've got Bended, David Dozy making the gang. Bended. And I've got Ike and Tina Turner, River Deep Mountain High. Which one is the winner? That's the one. Ike and Tina Turner reached number 55. Now I've got the box tops with a letter. I've got Sandy Shaw, Puppet on a String. And I've got the Bee Gees, The Lights Went Out in Massachusetts. Right, well, box tops letter was at 9. Didn't matter about the other one. It wasn't there, a bit farther down. And was the Bee Gees, when I get back to it. Lights Went Out in Massachusetts, number 6, 1967. 1968. Yeah, all your three. Is it Gary Puget in the Union Gap? Young Girl? Is it Louis Armstrong? What a Wonderful World? Or is it the 1910 Fruit Gum Company, Simon Says? Which one? It's Louis Armstrong at number 11, What a Wonderful World. "1969 is the last of this decade. We go fairly well down, but not right down. Who is it? Is it John Lennon? Give Peace a Chance? Is it Harry Nilsson? Everybody's Talking? Or is it Oliver? Good Morning Starshine? It's not John Lennon, it's not Oliver, it's Harry Nilsson at 31. Everybody's Talking is the highest of that three. "1970. Do you want you Guess Who, American Woman? The Beatles, A Long and Winding Road? Or the Partridge Family, I Think I Love You? It's not the Beatles or the Guess Who, it's the Partridge Family at number 15, I Think I Love You. Oh, right up the list. 1971, well, fairly well. And your three are 1971, Do You Want the Carpenters? Rainy Days and Mondays? Do you want the Osmonds doing yo-yo? Or do you want the Mixtures with the push bike song? It's the Mixtures with the push bike song. That's a winner. 74. The others were below that, would you believe? $19.72. Around about the 30s this time. Would you like Badfinger Day After Day? Would you like the Osmonds with Crazy Horses? Or would you like It Never Rains in Southern California, Albert Hammond? The top one is the Osmonds, Crazy Horses. $19.73. And your three are Three Dog Night, Shambhala. Do You Want Dobie Gray, Drift Away? And how about Paul Simon, Kodachrome? It's Paul Simon, Kodachrome, reached number 44. But good enough to win that 73. $74. This time we've got Queen, Killer Queen. We've got Mud, Tiger Feet. And we've got My Cuckoo by Alvin Stardust. It's not Mud. It's not Queen. Alvin Stardust at number 43 wins that with My Cuckoo. I've got the Bay City Rollers here. So Bye Bye Baby in 75. I'm going to get the Bee Gees, Nights on Broadway. I'm going to give you Eagles, Lion Eyes. It's not Bee Gees. It's not Bay City Rollers. It's the Eagles with Lion Eyes. Reached 54. For 1976, I'm going to give you Steve Miller Band, Rockin' Me, Eric Carmen, All By Myself, or the Bay City Rollers with Saturday Night. It's Eric Carmen, All By Myself, 34 was the winner. $1977. I've got for you the Floaters with Float On. I've got the Eagles, New Kid in Town. And I've got Linda Ronstadt with Blue Bayou. And the winner is the Floaters with Float On. Reached 33. Others below that. At 1978, got a Sweet, Love Is Like Oxygen. How about Radio, Jack and Jill? Or how about Patti Smith Group, Because the Night? That's the one it is, Patti Smith Group 55, Because the Night, 1978. And as we finish the 70s, the decade, got for you Boomtown Rats, I Don't Like Mondays, Sticks with Babe, or you can have Supertramp, The Logical Song. Supertramp, The Logical Song is the winner, number 24, others below that. $19.80 now. Your three. Olivia Newton-John, Magic, Gary Newman with Cars, and ABBA's Super Trooper. That's the one it is. Reached 21. Others were just slightly below that. I got 81 up for you now. Good John Lennon Woman. Kool in the Gang Celebration. And Phil Collins in the air tonight. But the winner is John Lennon Woman. Reached number 6. 1981. Okay, best position, top position. Remember. Got Kim Wilde for your Cambodia. But Charlene's never been. She said never been to me neither. And Dionne Warwick, well, she's on a downer, on a heartbreaker. But it's Charlene at 21, never been to me. Was the best of those three. 1983. Your three are Kajagoogoo, Too Shy, Mike Oldfield, Moonlight Shadow, and Spandau Ballet, True, and that is the winner, number 17, Spandau Ballet. Number 1984, I've got Frankie Goes to Hollywood with Two Tribes. I've got Duran Duran with a Reflex, and Rockwell with Somebody Watching Me. The winner is Frankie Goes to Hollywood with Two Tribes. $1985, I've got Dancing in the Street, David Bowie, Mick Jagger. I've got Mr. Mister with Broken Wings, and Jefferson Starship will rebuild this city. At number 21, Mr. Mister, Broken Wings, that's the winner. On to 1986. Take 3, pick a song. You can have Cutting Crew, I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. I've got Run DMC, that's with Aerosmith, Walk This Way. Or I've got Peter Cetera, Glory of Love. And it's Peter Cetera, I'm afraid, at 20 with Glory of Love. 1987, I can give you George Michael. I Want Your Sex. Terence Trent D'Arby wishing well to get that. And Aretha Franklin, George Michael. I knew you were waiting for me. But he didn't need Aretha. George Michael, I Want Your Sex, 19. He did need Aretha. Yes, I see. 1988, I've got George Michael, a few again. But we're not going to do them again. No. How about Belinda Carlisle? I get weak. I get a week, and sometimes I get a fortnight and a month. In excess, Devil Inside. And Natalie Cole with a pink Cadillac. I'll have the pink Cadillac, please. Natalie Cole, one's a winner. 1989. You can have New Kids on the Block. You got it. That's the right stuff. You can have Debbie Gibson, Lost in Your Eyes. And Tina Turner, The Best. But the winner is 29, New Kids on the Block. You got it right. Finishes the 80s. As we move into the nervous 90s. We can give you Mariah Carey, Vision of Love. We can give you Snap, The Power. And also Alana Miles with Black Velvet. But Alana Miles wins up with Black Velvet, number 8. In 1991, I'll give you 3. Mariah Carey, Emotions. Guns N' Roses, Don't Cry. And Stevie B, Because I Love You, the Postman song. It's Stevie B at 21, Because I Love You, the Postman song. 1992. You can have Vanessa Williams, Save the Best for Last. I'll give you U2 with One. That's what you're trying to find, the one, the best. Or you can have Madonna. This used to be my playground. And that's the winner, Madonna, number 10. This used to be my playground. 1993. Pick a song. Pick what you like. You can have Depeche Mode, I Feel You. How about Aerosmith, Living on the Edge? Or how about Lenny Kravitz? Are you going to go my way? Yes, we are. That's 37. That's Lenny Kravitz. That's the way we're going. 94. You can have REM. What's the frequency, Kenneth? You can have Snoop Dogg with What's My Name. Or I'll give you Elton John, Circle of Life. It's Elton John, Circle of Life at 42. That is the one. In 95, called Whitney Houston for your exhale, that's Shoop Shoop. In he comes, here comes a hot stepper. Or U2, hold me, thrill me, kiss me, kill me. Don't say any more, because that's at number 13, that's U2, and that's the winner. 1996. I've got no mercy, where do you go? I've got Celine Dion, it's all coming back to me now. And Fool's Garden, the Lemon Tree. The winner was No Mercy. 19, where do you go? '97. I've got Oasis. Do you know what I mean? Got Ricky Martin singing Maria. We've got the Spice Girls, Spice Up Your Life. And that one's the winner, that's 24. Travelled, from 1900. Oh, it's a long one, right down. 1998. 1998. You can have George Michael with Outside. You can have Tempera with Feel It. Or you can have Ace of Base with Cruel Summer. That is the winner. That's not the winner. No, that wasn't the winner I was going to say neither. It was George Michael, Outside at number 86. Finishing the decade of the 90s, we've got Ricky Martin, She's All I Ever Had. Jennifer Lopez, Waiting for the Night. And Sarah McLachlan, Angel. Which one? It's Jennifer Lopez, number 40, Waiting for the Night, 99, as we move into the noughties. Which is best? Eminem, Stan. Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again. Or U2, Beautiful Day. It's U2, they reached number 2 with Beautiful Day, yeah, 2000. That's the best. 2001. I've got Uncle Cracker. Do you want to follow him? No, you can't. If Enrique Iglesias is your hero. And Jennifer Lopez is coming along also with Love Don't Cost a Thing. But it's Enrique Iglesias that did. He's your hero. And he wins that one. 2002. Good Way Down. I've got Kylie Minogue Fire, Love at First Sight. I've got Eminem, Clearing Out My Closet. I've got Sophie Ellis Bextor, Murder on the Dance Floor. Well, it's at number 44, Eminem, Cleaning Out My Closet. That's a winner. On 2003, I've got Blue Contrail, Breathe. I've got Jet, Are You Gonna Be My Girl? And I've got Beyonce and Jay-Z with the Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde. But the winner is number 26, Jet, Are You Gonna Be My Girl? 2004, I've got Eric Pride's here, Call on Me. Hoobastank, The Reason, my Hoobastank as well. But I've got Britney Spears with Every Time. That's at number 15. And that's the winner, 2004. I'll move on to 2005. I've got Green Day with A Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Daniel Powder with Bad Day. Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Mariah Carey, number 5, We Belong Together. That is the winner. 2006. I've got Pink, Who in Her Hand. I've got Rihanna with Unfaithful. And I've got Evanescence with Call Me When You're Sober. 28, Evanescence, Call Me When You're Sober. That's a winner. Now we've got 2007. I've got Rihanna, Don't Stop the Music. Alicia Keys with No One. And also Avril Lavigne with Girlfriend. Avril Lavigne with Girlfriend is the winner, got to number 5. Others below. I've got 2008. I've got Metro Station, Shake It. Pussycat Dolls, I Hate This Part. And Mariah Carey, Touch My Body. Mariah Carey, Touch My Body is the winner, number 27. Finishing on the decade, 2009. Got Lady Gaga with Paparazzi. Got Kelly Clarkson, My Life Was Shook Without You. And got David Guetta and Kelly Rowland, When Love Takes Over. The winner was at number 12, Lady Gaga, Paparazzi, 2009. 2010. Got Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are. Katy Perry, Firework. And Rihanna, Only Girl in the World. Them's your 3, and your winner is Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are. Reach number 3. 2011. Got Lana Del Rey, Video Games, Bruno Mars, The Lazy Song, and Coldplay, Paradise. But the winner is Bruno Mars, The Lazy Song at number 20. "2012. Whoosh, right down. Nearly right down. Got Train, 50 Ways to Say Goodbye. Got Little Mix with Wings. And got One Direction with One Thing. One Direction won that even at number 74 with One Thing. "2013. Got Imagine Dragons, Radioactive. Got Bruno Mars, When I Was Your Man. And got Miley Cyrus, We Can't Stop. The winner there was Imagine Dragons, Radioactive. "2014. Right down the page, right down as far as number 93. Got John Legend, Glory. Chris Brown, A New Flame. Yes. And got The Rich Gang with Lifestyle. And that's the winner, Rich Gang with Lifestyle. Picked the number 82 there. Your three are One Direction, Drag Me Down. Drake, The Hotline Bling. And The Weeknd, The Hills. The winner is at number 15, One Direction, Drag Me Down. In number 15, 2015. 2016, I moved on. Got Ariana Grande, She's a Dangerous Woman. Got Meghan Trainor, She's More Dangerous. Me Too, she says. And got Selena Gomez, Hands to Myself. Battle of the Ladies, yes. Meghan Trainor wins it at number 47 with Me Too. "2017. Got Drake with Passion Fruit. Got Halsey with Now and Ever. Got Pink with What About Us. Pink wins it with What About Us, number 39. Um, 2018 got Selena Gomez, Back to You. Got The Weeknd, Call Out My Name. And got Post Malone, I Fell Apart. And that's the winner, Post Malone. 22, I Fell Apart. 2019, as we're finishing a decade. Got Pink Fong with The Baby Shark. Got Billie Eilish, When the Party's Over. We've got Pink, Walk Me Home at 48. Pink, Walk Me Home is the winner of that one. Highest position, you say. 2020. Oh, right away down. Right away down. I've got the baby with Bob. I've got the Scots doing the Scots. And I've got Lady Gaga with Stupid Love. But the winner is 65, the baby with Bob. $21. I've got Olivia Newton-John. Haven't got Olivia Newton-John. 21. Try it again. I've got Olivia Rodrigo. Traitor. I've got The Weeknd, Take My Breath By. And nearly did. And I've got Billie Eilish, Therefore I Am. The winner was Olivia Rodrigo, Traitor, at number 33. That was 21. And that means we're virtually done it. We cannot reach another board to try and see. We never know, mate. Yes, we have reached our other board. We're going for it now. 22. And there will be a 23. Yes, 22. Full top of 100 for the year. All right, I'll give you the numbers here. I'll give you George Ezra, anyone for you? He's at number 23. I'll give you Lizzo, About Damn Time, at number 19. And I'll give you Tom Odell, Another Love, at 28. That means Lizzo is a winner at 19. It goes 28, 23, and Lizzo at 19. Now I've got 23 coming up on the boards. Just for January, this can't have the whole of 2023 yet. We've still got a long list. And I'll give you Stormzy Hide and Seek. I'll give you the numbers here. He's at 14. I'll give you Lewis Capaldi with Pointless. He's at number 9. And I'll give you Lewis Capaldi. No, I won't. I'll give you Eminem with Mockingbird. And he's at number 30. So it's Lewis Capaldi that's already won it, so we're no good giving him twice. He won it with Pointless at number 9 for January 23. And that's the whole lot completed again. And so thank you very much. And I'll hope to see you tomorrow. We're going to try and do a few dishes for you, but I haven't getting the time on that. No, the 3 shows takes a lot. This took nearly 2 hours. I had the 2 previous shows before this. But we're trying to get sorted out a bit. Right? So we're trying to get a few changes for Peppy, but we don't know. We'll see how we go. So I'll say bye-bye for now, Fire. And I'll see you again soon, tomorrow.